Hello, I'm Sarah, and I'm with the NASA at My Library project and Cornerstones of Science. I'm going to introduce you today to the STEM facilitation kit called Be a NASA Detective, Expanding Your Senses. This is a wonderful kit to help you and your patrons understand more about those things that might be a little unseen. So let's get started on introducing you to the items and activities in the kit. The STEM Facilitation Guide will help you understand all of those items and give you some great extra information that you may need for facilitating activities. There's a wonderful checklist in here, some mission guides, for instance, about the Apollo 11 anniversary, the Juno missions and the Curiosity rovers, Mars Insight as well. You will have some wonderful activities such as the Planet Party and Pocket Solar System, and get to learn how to use some cool tools like this small telescope and binoculars. All right, we're going to get you started with this. First off, the first activity in the kit is called Planet Party or Star Party, and that's a great way to engage your patrons around learning to use science tools, again, such as a telescope, binoculars, even your own eyes, all right? We'll dig into those in a few minutes, but really hope that you can engage your patrons in a planet party. The next activity is called Pocket Solar System. It's my favorite activity, and it's a paper folding activity where you will have some sheet of paper like this, about 4 feet long, and you'll be showing the distances in the solar system, a scale model of the distances in our solar system of the different objects. So not just planets, but some different items. And what patrons will, I think, shockingly see is that how about 3/4 of our solar system are taken up by the gas giants, and very small amount is taken up by the rocky planets. So that's a wonderful kind of wow moment for many, many people. And then you can fold this up and patrons can take it home with them and refer to it and put it in their pocket, refer to it later. Really fun activity. The next activity is a real tasty one. It's called lunar phases, and you're going to use some sandwiches, if you will, some cookie sandwiches that we're so familiar with to learn about the shapes and names of the moon phases. Not necessarily how they come about, but really getting to know the shapes and names. So my favorite is getting to use the cookies, right? And finding out what I opened up, right? So I think I opened up the full moon here, already ready to go. Or you can change them using like a plastic knife, if you will. So it's a little bit messier, but you can go and form maybe a crescent. So scraping off with either a knife or a spoon or even your teeth. Many people, it's nice and tasty. So you can make maybe a crescent moon and talk about, again, those shapes and names so they can really get to know what those are before they learn about how moon phases come about. That's lunar phases. Next activity is art and the cosmic connection. You guys will have some beautiful colored pencils in a box. I have here some crayons. You can use pastels, anything that you would like, but we've provided you with some good pencils for you to use. And that activity is just a wonderful way to show how art is science and science is art. You'll be able to either project or print out different beautiful images of objects in our solar system and help people understand how shapes mean different things. Maybe squiggly lines might mean that there's water, or round circles or craters. So really fun activity and can really engage those folks who were maybe a little bit more into art. And again, this can be for youth and adults. All of these activities can be adjusted for different age groups. All right, investigating the insides is another activity, really fun. You get to use a neat tool here, which is always a fan favorite. This is an infrared thermometer detecting infrared light. You guys will have some round balls that represent maybe a planet. I like to kind of hide things inside. And we've provided you an infrared thermometer, a scale, you've got some magnets. You can do all kinds of different things. So you can maybe determine the temperature. You can put ice in here or even like a heat pack. What you're doing is kind of making some predictions on what might be in the planet. And for instance, you can determine the temperature, if it's a kind of a hot or cold planet, or if there's some magnetism involved with your planet. So it can be a great way to help learn about predicting things and come up with some ideas on what you think your planets might be made of. All right, taking Earth's temperature is, again, using the infrared thermometer and going around your room and your library or going outside and kind of just using the infrared thermometer and determining what this Earth, what's around us, knowing your surroundings. This is a laser, so you'll want to maybe turn this laser off, which you'll do here if you have younger folks, and so you don't want to ever point it at somebody's eyes. All right, so just being safety conscious about that. So the science tools that we're providing with the kit is this small telescope here, and small but mighty, I should say. And we're providing two eyepieces. One's a wide angle and one's a zoom. And I believe there's also a Barlow lens, which actually doubles the zoom. But the bigger number means it's the wide angle. You always want to start with the wide angle lens first. It gives you best clarity. And then if the night sky is super clear, then you can go more zoom in. But you can use this during the day and help people practice during the day at the library as well. And so it comes with an easy finder, a red dot easy finder. You'll want to turn that on. And this is not a laser. This is just an LED light. You kind of want to bend down and look through the viewfinder here and point it on the object. If it's the night sky, you'll want to point it on the object you want to view, or if you're doing it in the library, kind of point it across something that's kind of far away. Get it right on the object you want to observe. Kind of tighten it down here, and then you should be able to look right into the eyepiece and just use the focuser knob to see that object. So really fun tool. And again, small, but really we think that this type of tool, being the size that it is a little less intimidating than some of the larger telescopes and a lot easier to use as well. So just want to try to remember to turn off your easy finder to save some battery power. Also the binoculars, we love binoculars for viewing the night sky, as well as just your eyes. Binoculars are interesting. You can adjust them to fit your eyes and work best with your eyes by kind of, again, moving the barrels up and down, kind of making sure you see one image. Then you can get some better detail if you focus them in, cover this side and get your left eye focused, and then cover this eye here, actually this eye, and focus in for your right eye. Get those focus for each eye, and then all you'll need to do is use the fine detail to get it really nice and focused in with this middle focuser here. So binoculars are wonderful tools. It's actually one of my favorite ones right now is the binoculars. The star target, or as we like to call it, Planisphere, you can dial in. So the first thing you want to do before you use a telescope or binoculars is find out what's available to view in the night sky that evening. And you kind of dial in the date and the time that you are going to view. So if it was February, let's go all the way here, February, and say I go out at 9 p.m., these are the items in the night sky that you're going to see. So you kind of just match up depending on how you stand. If you're standing south, you put your thumb on south and hold it up to the southern sky. If you then turn north, you got to turn your planisphere around, put your thumb on north and hold up to night sky and match the objects that you're seeing with the ones in the planisphere. So which can be really fun. All right, so the final pieces of the kits are your magnetic kit here. Again, you've maybe used some magnets with your investigating the insides activity, or individually it comes with a great book here. You can learn a little bit about like the magnetic field of the Earth, do lots of fun activities. The kit comes with 6 books, and really love these. Again, kind of all of these activities are focusing on maybe prediction and detecting things, and finding the constellation is a great way to do that. Secrets of Our Earth, you use a flashlight to go behind an image and see what comes up. So your kit has a flashlight and you can kind of see what comes up for different things on our Earth. And you also have some tactile books, again, a great way to incorporate a different type of learning using tactile books, again, around craters and other objects in our night sky. Finally, there's some great flyers that can help you find folks to come help you with your programming if you're not all that comfortable, or if you want some extra help with using telescopes and having planet parties. The Solar System ambassadors are sometimes available for those, or to give presentations, and the Night Sky Network are your local astronomy clubs that can very typically are interested in doing a lot of community outreach. So reach out to those folks. And we hope that you see that there's some web links for you. There's different videos that you can go to for each activity, and websites if you want to find any of these items for your library itself. All right, we really hope you enjoyed this kit. The NASA at My Library team and your state library agency are excited to be bringing this to you. And don't forget to fill out the survey. I know those are always tough, but we hope that you will do the survey for us so that we know what we can make better for you in the future. Thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the STEM kit.